I ain't late. It's everyone else who's early. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I'm drinking a Moscow Mule. It's a little spicy, like that ginger spice. And yes, hello, everyone. Hello, Toxic. Hello, Grim. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Alpha. Hello, Shade. And welcome. Sorry to come in aggressive like that. You know, just like telling you guys you're early right off the bat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being early. I'm deeply happy to have you here early. If anything, it's a compliment. No BGM is right. I turned it off. Let's get that on. Let's get those jazzy tunes going. Yeah, you guys hear that. I don't. I'm going to make sure I can hear that. Give me a sec. Where? Nice. You guys should be able to hear that real clean. Oh, don't worry, Alpha. I was off for like a month. So, you know. Happens. I guess I am next on the spicy art train. It's gonna be so spicy, guys. It's gonna be so spicy. Spicier than this ginger beer. What is it? Isn't there like... Wait. Let's start off with a tangent. Have you guys heard this idea that there's like multiple types of... I think there's 3 types of spicy. Yes, I think so. There's wasabi type spicy, cayenne and like pepper type spicy, and then, fun fact, mustard type spicy. Mustard is kind of its own thing. And it's actually why a lot of, I always think about this whenever people say that, like, you know, Westerners can't handle spice, is that a lot of Eastern people really struggle with mustard on a spice level because it's an entirely different type of tolerance, apparently. Which I just think is interesting. But I can't remember what type of spicy is ginger. Is ginger the 4th type? Wait, let's look this up. Types of spicy. Yeah. There's capsaicin, hot. Horseradish / wasabi, pungent. Oh no, then there's Szechuan. That's the other one. And I think there's one type that's like mustard. But I can't remember. Yeah, maybe. I might also be mad. You know how it is with me. How's my audio today? Is it coming through nice and clear? No extra echo? I hope so. At some point in the stream, once I finish this Moscow Mule, I may have to go make something else. I actually have a special drink today. I ordered something, guys. As you all know, I like to buy... Oh, you might know. As you might know. I should say might now. I can't assume people know me. But as you might know, I like to order international snacks and drinks. And an order of mine from that good neighborly northerners that don't really exist. I do believe it's pronounced Canada. I think that's the correct pronunciation. Have a very special drink that I've had a few times. And it requires an ingredient which isn't really available here. And that is the drink called a Caesar. It's kind of like our Bloody Marys. We have maple syrup here, Grim. It's kind of like a Bloody Mary, but they mix in clam juice, and oh, it's so good. Not a real one. It is Clamato. That is what I got. I couldn't remember the... Yeah, Clamato. And I have some of that, and I have this, like, this dill pickle vodka. Oh, and I got all the mix-ins, like the Worcester and everything. Oh, it's gonna be the Worcestershire. It's going to be so good. So good. I'm actually very excited. I wanted to have that first, but I wanted to start with like a soda pop. Something that might have caffeine in it. I don't know if it does. Why am I getting so many buzzes? Okay, there we go. Sorry, my pocket was buzzing. I always get nervous when I start a stream and my pocket starts buzzing because I'm like, oh God, is there something I haven't noticed that Yokast has and they're trying to warn me? Is there paint on my face? You know? Exactly, Canada doesn't exist. Oh, sorry, I want to pronounce it the way they like. Canada. I think that's correct. They say everything weird up there anyways. I believe it. Oh, I didn't even see Psycho. Hello, Psycho. And of course, hello, Void. I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. But it's so funny to me. Because, like, have you guys ever... are you guys aware of the upper Midwest? Is that something you're aware of? The northern Midwest? Little pink musk lollies? No, musk? Like my armpits? Like that musk? Is that what you're talking about? Do they look armpits up there? I'd believe it. They do weird things up there. But you know what? Like points. Oh, oh, yeah, I've Yes, keep your AirPods in. I've never heard of Canada before. Are you going insane? Possibly. My favorite fun fact about Canada is that 90% or maybe it's 70% of its population lives within, I think it's like 50 miles of the American border. And I'm like, well then how do you know your country's real? What if the border was just like a little more north in the grand scheme of things? You know? Oh, sorry. No more bullying Canada for the rest of the stream. They gave us maple syrup, and they do have butter tarts. Grab some vodka and musk lollies, put it in a jar and close it, go drink it. Ooh, that does sound good. I do know the taste of musk, aside from my own. But I've had musk flavored candy before. It's like very perfumey. It's quite good. That would be good. Did you get that idea from that guy who does that on the internet? Grim, I said I'm done, I'm sorry. Hello, Zomatic. I want to do more vodka candy infusions. I like them in theory. I keep meaning to make like vodka Werther's vodka. Vodka and Skittles. But the thing is with the Skittles... Okay. So here's my plan for vodka Skittles. Right? Everyone hearing me, right? I want to get a bunch of different types of alcohol, all with different densities. Right? You're with me thus far. Separate it all into colors, and then layer the shots on top of each other, and make the ultimate Skittles shot. You could probably do that with certain powders, I think, that you could mix in to change the density. And then you could use all vodka and it would come out tasting real clean. And it would be a little Taste the Rainbow. Speaking of Taste the Rainbow, Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment? I feel like a news commentator, you know, like someone really inflammatory. When I just go, can we take a moment? Can we take a moment? Redskins, vodka and Redskins, vodka and Redskins. Is that a candy? Oh, I've never had those. Huh? What do they taste like? Red Rippers. Oh, those look great. Are they like cherry flavored? Because if they are, they're kind of right up my alley. Oh, raspberry. Yeah, Red Rippers, Red Rippers. Just end me. That disappointing. Cherry flavored is underrated. Have I told you guys my theory regarding... Wait, I was going to segue on something. Now we're on to something new. That's the way of it, I guess. The past is the what is it? What is it? What is it? The past is history, and now it's a mystery. I know, I said, can we take a moment to talk about something? Completely lost the thought. Cherries are so underrated. Oh, it tastes the rainbow. Yes. Y'all remember those old Skittles commercials? Y'all remember those? Y'all remember those Skittles commercials? Like the weird ones? Have you seen the one with a guy, everything he touched turns to Skittles, and his life is misery? Have y'all seen that? Ooh, cherries. Yeah, the Skittles. And then there was the one where the guy's roof was leaking Skittles. So they pick a guy picks up a tiny man and attaches him to the ceiling. Well, attaches a bar to the ceiling that he hangs up from. And he just eats the Skittles. And that's the solution to the Skittles leak. Like that in any way fixes things. Like you don't just have a tiny man. That's now in your apartment forever. Skittles pox? Oh god, they're all whoever was in charge. I want to know whoever was in charge of their marketing department at the time, because like that man could see the future. He predicted entertainment now. He was doing Adult Swim when Adult Swim was child tread water. Like they're a genius and need to be tracked down and hunted. God, that'd be more people should let Adult Swim do like marketing stuff. I think it'd be amazing. I'd be so much more involved. You know who has like the best marketing right now? Also, hello, Vesper. You know who has the best? So I watch a lot of YouTubers. Like I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of YouTubers. Like a lot. And one of my favorites is Eric from Internet Comment Etiquette. Does everyone know Internet Comment Etiquette? If not, it's fine. But I'd recommend you look into not his newest, but I do believe his second newest. I think it's called Chill. It's something about chill. Like being chill. And part of his reputation on the internet now is that he makes really weirdly involved, deep, well thought out, like ad breaks. And his newest one, well, not his newest one, but one of his newer ones was like, the video was, God, it was like 20 minutes long or something, maybe 16 or 15. But over half of it was the ad. And it was a really deeply involved Dark Knight parody with better lighting than I've ever seen on like a movie parody YouTube channel. Like the one I always think of is the obvious one is Channel Awesome, who just aren't good. Sorry to the fans in the audience. They've never figured out white balance. They don't know how to use a camera. It's a problem. They should really hire people who do. Also, hello, Fred. So yeah, right? But for some reason, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do a full parody every time. Oh, hello, Molar. But he did this time. And it was so involved. So involved. And so well thought out. The lighting in it was amazing. The way it connected with the plot of the actual episode, it was all seamless. I actually was invested. Maybe it's because The Dark Knight has a pretty good plot. But you know what? It was really solid. It was really solid. And it was like an ad for some company. And I'm just like, this is how you get people interested. This is how you get people involved. It was great. It was great. I wanted to, if I ever get Raid Shadow Legends, give me money. I'll do a 20-minute parody of the Barbie movie. I'll do it of the Barbie movie. No, that's kind of his thing. I wouldn't want to steal it. But I'm always like impressed by YouTubers. There's more than VTubers here. There's also flesh tubers. Who go that extra mile, who do put that work in. Who would I want to get sponsored by one day? Oh, Void, you have such good questions. Love that. I honestly almost made today a Q&A stream. So drop your questions in chat and I'll try to answer them. If I could be sponsored by anyone, whomst would it be? You know who I'd love to be sponsored by? And this only kind of counts. Is Nebula. I'm an avid user of the service. And I love Nebula. And if I get sponsored by Nebula, that means I'm working for Nebula, which means I get to upload videos to Nebula. Because I really want to make like involved video essays. It's something I've always wanted to do. I just don't have the time now. Even though I really want to. One of my projects is finishing up soon. And I hope to be able to take that on. Because I have a video essay that I want to write on it's not really a video essay. It feels like a cheat to call it a video essay. Healed Barbie Legends. I'm very excited for that movie. You all better be excited too. It's gonna be banging. Anyways, what was I saying? It was something. I just woke up from a nap and ooh, what's a game I want to stream? Tox, you're here. Was it you who bookmarked it by accident? Because I noticed whoever bookmarked it unbookmarked it. I saw that. Whoever did that made my other tweet look like a fool. Damn it, I thought it was you. I'm like, someone did. Yeah, I did see you here early, Toxic. I've just been waiting for you to come back. I'm on the hunt now. Was it re-bookmark it? I look like a fool. Just kidding. Do whatever you like. But yes, I want to do video essay content. And one thing I want to do a video essay on is everyone here aware of the TV show From? If not, it's fine. It was put on, it was shuffled onto like Epix or something like that, and then it was moved to another streaming service. I think it's on Paramount Plus now. I don't know where I watch it, but it's cool. Yeah, From. It's just called From. Kind of the worst name. No, Nope is a different movie. We'll get to that. You can tell I entertain myself far more than I entertain all of you. Anyways, what's a game I've always wanted to play? I should answer that first. I can't believe Itsi doesn't know who's on first. It's so upsetting. I feel like we could remake Who's On First with like From, Nope, and like another one of those trendy one-word titles. The sad part about this is I love both of these properties. So actually one of the games I've always wanted to stream is what's on second? And 7 into 28. I kind of get 7 into 28. It doesn't sound like it makes sense. The strange multiples of 4 from is here's something as well. That's amazing. I'm honestly working my way through my backlog of games I've always wanted to stream. Like, I'm doing Outer Wilds this week, which I'm super hyped for. Never played it. Always wanted to play it. The Yakuza series. The Yakuza series, obviously, is a big one for me. One I'm trying to get permission from management from is Dokusei Bangin' Summer. I want to play Dokusei Banging Summer. That one's gonna rock. It's been remastered. The Bangin' Summer version. Why is it 7 gigabytes for a visual novel? Wild. But I'm actually really interested in visual novels. I think I've told you guys a little bit about that I deeply enjoy them. And just to learn from what is one of the sort of there's a word here for like a piece of media that acts as the measuring bar of its genre that I can't remember. But you know, Dokusei Bangin' Summer. I want to play it. I also want to play it's bangin', like contracted with a apostrophe, no G. Well, there's one G. There ain't two. It's a great title. It's a great title. It's a great title. They're checking how much nudity's in it before I'm allowed to play it. I really want to look through it though. To experience it for the first time with you all. I would like to get a computer that can play Red Dead 2. That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, it's very lewd. It's a dating game. It's like a dating sim. But I kind of want to learn from it. I always like to look. It's actually one of my pieces of advice I give younger artists is always like play, watch, read what people consider the classics within a genre and see and come to understand what they did different and what they achieved and the standards they set within their mediums. And Dokusei, to my knowledge, is one of those standard setting games in the visual novel genre, of course. So yeah, I want to play that. It's also, you know, got a bunch of pretty ladies, all over it. Yeah, in light to light clothing. So you know, pretty spicy. Like this Moscow Mule. So hopefully we get the chance to take a look at that. I won't be mad if they say no, because like I'm asking for a big one here. But come on, I'm Casey. How can you say no to me? got a lot of plot in it. It's got a lot of plot in it. It's very plot heavy. It's a very plot heavy game. It's a very plot heavy game. It's a very plot heavy game. And it was on sale, so I picked it up. The Steam sale is so good. Keeps me going. This looks like a beautiful, beautiful game. Just like a beautiful game with a lot going for it. Oh, well, that's fine, Alpha. Thank you for coming. What else was on my mind? I do believe I had something else. From! No, don't say that, Kate. Just stop. Anyways, from. Enough about half-naked anime women. Let's talk about sad flesh beings. Damn, what a downgrade. What a downgrade. Anyways. So from Interesting Show is this rather simple show. I actually started watching it with Amity just because she happened to be in the room. And I was like, hey, Amity, do you want to check out this show I've heard about? She's like, yeah. But then I did the utterly trash behavior of watching without her. What about chat? You guys aren't sad because you're with me. See, don't I bring your mood up? Aren't I such a delight? Why am I like this? I feel like I took my break and came back more egotistical. I feel like I was trying to tone that back, you know, like pull back a little bit. Yeah, I did watch I watched the whole season. We started season 2, watched episode 1. She went to work, I work from home. Didn't work that day. Watched a whole season of television. It was a good day. Yeah, no, I had a little marathon. It's been a while since I've done that. So it was nice. Nice me time. Is it that crazy? Is that crazy? I feel you guys are getting at me. Is that crazy? What happened to not being humble? You're right, toxic. Do I have to do my humble speech? I have a speech about humility. To be humble is to hold yourself at a value less than you actually are. Why in God's name would I ever value myself less? So I watched the whole season without Amity. That was just what I did. That's what I did to her. Am I proud of it? No. Do I regret it? No. Do I feel bad? No, not really. Being humble is for people that aren't me. Yes. Well, no, honestly, I'm going to level. I don't think anyone should be humble. I like the joke, but my legit standard is that I wish everyone was more like me. I wish everyone was as proud of themselves as I am all the time. Because it feels great. I'm just happy. You know what I mean? Like compliments stay close to my heart and I remember them for years, and insults wash off like water. It's nice. I've been not this before for a period of time. And I prefer this. I prefer this. To lose my humility was a good thing for me. Because, you walk into a job interview and you don't you don't doubt yourself that you can do this job and that they need you more than you need them. It tends to make the interviews go very well for me. It's that confidence. Honestly, you don't really need to be able to do anything in life But if you convince people that what you're doing is great, God, they'll throw you a parade. So yeah, that's why I say, like, I wish everyone was like this, because I think it would make a lot of people a lot happier versus, you know, feeling sad. Amity's hoarding problem. It's not hoarding. She just has things on her floor. You know. Amity's so funny. She's... I'm gonna give you some hot roommate goss. Just a bit. Just a bit. Amity's the type of person who will walk into a kitchen that I am actively cooking in and say, oh, wait. Let me do a proper Amity voice here.
How's that? There we go. Oh, what a mess! Oh my gosh! Is someone planning to clean this up? Is anyone? And I'm like standing there. I'm like standing right there, and she's talking not to me. Oh my god! Oh wow, the sink! Oh no! Oh my god! Are you... Oh, Casey! Casey, are you gonna clean this up? I mean, like, if you want, do you want me to clean this up? I could for...
I'm cooking right now. Please leave. But then you go into her room and it's a different story. I mean, I'm not perfect. I actually have the worst habit. I think they've talked about this. I leave my socks everywhere. It's better than how I used to be. So I'm invisible, right? Clothes are the least of my concern. Years ago, the second I went through that front door, every single piece of my clothing was scattered. I'm dead ass naked. I'm free, baby. And you know, you'd find a pair of pants in the kitchen, a shirt, probably on like a light somewhere, and now it's gone to and underwear somewhere. And now it's gone down just to socks. It's just down to socks. Actually, my shoes have ended up strange places. Oh, that's a good one, Tyler. Yeah. But yeah, so like I would shed layers like a snake changing seasons. But now it's just down to socks, and I just take off my socks, and like if you look around the Yokast living room, I've cleaned it, you'll still find socks in couches, under books, like in the strangest of places you will find socks. It's one of my worst habits. I did get rid of my other bad habit, which is like I don't know what the solution is except for like me having an ensuite. So it's still awkward. Okay. So, when what point when you shower do you get naked? And no, I do not wear my clothes into the water. But like, okay, for the longest time, I had like a second little laundry pile in the bathroom because I'm a trash man. Actually, Tyler, I'm very dedicated to keeping my socks together. Despite that. I'm like, oh, these two, they may be like chaotically scat in the living room, but gosh damn it if they're not together in the living room randomly. But yeah. So like what I would do, because we all live together, right? I can't be walking through the house naked. Is you go in the bathroom and you take your clothes off and hop in the shower. But now my shower's over. Am I supposed to pick up my dirty laundry, hug it tight against my dripping chest, and let that previous dirty laundry ruin and therefore contagion upon me? And also get it wet Like what's the game here? How does everyone else deal with this? What's the system? See, the issue is a bunch of us share a bathroom. So what? Now we have like three. Our bathroom also isn't that big. Okay. You put the dirty clothes in your hamper. Smart. My dirty hamper is in my room. It's in my room. And I'm gonna walk through the house in a towel. I try to minimize that. I take my fresh clothes with me to the bathroom so I can put them on before I leave. Sometimes. There's no room for it in the bathroom. That's, I guess, part of the issue. We have no room in the bathroom for a dirty hamper. And then, like, sometimes I take off my clothes in my room. Do I have to take them to the bathroom now? On laundry day, am I searching through 2 separate hampers? That sounds inefficient. So my system is, I get naked in my room and I sprint. Just kidding. No, it's just very narrow. It's just very narrow. You still separate your colors, your lights, and your darks? That's wild. All my clothes in the same thing. All my clothes in the same thing. Chaos, baby. See, Vesper, that is what I've started doing, is your system. The, like, do everything and go back. But it was hard to remember at first. Until you make... I also like to air dry. I also like to air dry. Which by that I mean I go starfish on my bed, butt ass naked, and I just wait on a bed of like 3 towels. Wait, I saw... That's what me and the girls do. And our bathroom is way smaller. I saw someone getting mad at me for mixing my colors. I think it was Void. But the message seems to have... Oh, there it is. Do not mix your clothes together, you psycho. Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of definitely do. But apparently, like, you can do that now. I've never noticed any issues. I follow all the other rules. Shirts inside, shirts outside, outside. Pants inside, out. Or is it the other way around for those? No. I think that's... No, pants inside out? Yes. Shirts outside, outside. I think that's correct. Ooh, that's so valid, Void. That's so valid. Yeah, so, like, yeah, I just had to get in the habit of once, get in the habit of, what do you call it? Like going back for my clothes. But that's been completely solved now. Honestly, when it comes to clothes, I am now the absolute cleanest, tidiest member, with the exception of my socks, of all of... No, Itzy still got me beat. Itzy's crushing me in that department, actually. It's because of the socks. I don't know if I'll ever get over the socks. It's just a caveat of living with the delight that is Cassius Griffin. So when they clean the living room, I'll come home, or I'll, you know, come up from my office, and there's just a pile of socks that they've just chucked at my door. It's very funny. It's very funny. I'm very thankful to them. We do... Obviously, the Yokast mansion has, like, chores we all have to do, and it's split in such weird ways. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I got the good end of the deal here. I'm the only one who knows how to do, you know, like I can fix a sink. It's great. I was gonna talk about From. It's like the one note I had for today. was to talk about From. I've talked about From only in the vaguest non-committal terms. It's because you guys keep saying something and I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about that. Like I needed to spend 10 minutes talking about showering. Showering. Well, it came up because I had to make fun of Amity. I don't think she means to do it. I really don't. I really don't think she means to do it. I don't think she's intentionally like talking like that. I don't know where it comes from, but you know, that's just Amity stuff. Yes, back on track. From is a show. Here, let's get up that Wikipedia article just so you know I can sound like a real video essayist. Which first premiered back in February of 2022. The premise is simple. In a nightmarish town in Middle America, every single resident who visits ends up stuck there. The road loops back in on itself. The trapped residents try their best to stay alive, all the while trying to search for a way out, all the while plagued by these terrifying monsters which only come out at night. It's really cool. So yeah, if you didn't get what I'm saying, it's very Middle American horror, and I've talked about how much I like that before. I'm a big fan of folkloric horror, but specifically American folklore. Like the fact that it's my one issue with the show is it feels like a lot like Lost. It feels so much like Lost. And I think it's because a lot of the same people worked on it, and it's just, it has that Lost vibes. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's a style of dialogue and a style of character, which feels very Lost. Okay. Damn it, you're tempting me. Wikipedia should be it is a valid tool of research. Use Here's the trick. Here's the trick, y'all. Go to Wikipedia. Go to its sourced articles at the bottom. You have all of the sources for your essay now. You have everything you need to write your essay now. Any horror games I'd be willing to play? That's an interesting question. Any horror games? I've been thinking about it. I'm kind of like ooh, I'm a scaredy cat. Scaredy Casey. Where's oh, it's like your tags: assassin, stealth, space, exploration, puzzle. Yeah, those are my tags. That's where I like myself. Where's the horror genre on Steam? I did want to play, and I will one day, Fred. Oh, is the sale over? Oh man, I fucked up. I did want to play Inscription. I wanted to play Inscription eventually, and I hear that's a horror game. Let's see what recommended horror games come up. Oh wait, is Oxenfree a horror? No. No. It's not a horror game. Supernatural thriller? I guess it kind of counts. I don't know. I don't want to play... Here's how I would put this. I want to play Dredge, actually. I actually do want to play Dredge. Because it looks really cool. And it looks like a horror game with like a tone that I like. Yes. But I don't want to play any like... God, what do I call them? I don't want to just say mascot horror. Because like... I don't want to play like that goddamn Backrooms game either. I don't want to play cheap horror. I didn't want to say it, but it's true. I don't want to play like... I don't want to play FNAF, which falls under the mascot genre. I'm not into like that whole like... the monsters are kind of like kids-like. And the horror is jump scares. It's not... Yeah. I really don't want to do mascot horror. I don't want to do meme horror. That's a good way to put it. It sounds degrading, but I don't mean it in a degrading way. I want to play Subnautica. That game looks scary and fun and fascinating. I really want to play Alien Isolation as well. Oh yeah, okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't an insult. With calling it cheap horror, because I don't mean that derogatorily. I really don't. It's just not a style that I enjoy. Yeah, I don't want something to just go... Wait, I can do this. Wait, I can do this. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, chat. Ah! I don't want that. Wait, where did I go? Oh wait, where did I actually go this time? Am I back? I'm back. Hi. I don't want that. I don't want those vibes. Dead Space? I've actually been really wanting to play the remake. I've been thinking about it. It looks so genuinely scary in such a cool way. And the new Ripper system is... Yeah, I want... Oh yeah, everyone has been saying At Dead of Night. That is one I should have bought for the Steam sale. I forgot to put it even on my wish list. Okay, At Dead of Night. Let me put it on my wish list. Because people have been suggesting it, and I like the thought. Oh, Dead of Night. $2. Wait, is this it? Wait. Let me make sure I can do this right. No, that was not the one I was looking at. Why was it not coming up on Steam? Okay. Yeah, I'll put this one on my... I don't like the scary old man in the thumbnail. But we'll look at it. We'll look at it. Why is it excluded by my preferences? Okay, added to my wish list. There we go. I always do respect that, like, old FMV games. My Friendly Neighbor. Now you got me looking up all of this stuff. That does look cool. Once again, I know it's definitely more, but like I'm just like I don't like the mascots, man. I mean, sorry. Yeah, I really do want to play Subnautica. I'm not that afraid of the ocean. I kind of love it. Tyler, the damage that comment just did to me. What the fuck? What's happening? Oh, I had a tab open. I don't know. I see childhood stuff in a horror game, and it sets off all my red flags. But I'll check it out. I try to check out everything. I hope that wasn't too loud, y'all. What was I saying? Yeah. Yes, anyways, from... You have a fear of sharks? Oh, that's so cute. Do you like swim in pools and then like, as you're swimming, you suddenly get it in your head? And this is like a private pool. It's not at all connected to any body of water. And as you're swimming, you suddenly get it in your head that there's a shark in the water and it's like, and you need to run. Does that ever happen to you? This is the glass shark, and like, what if it's an invisible shark or like a glass shark and now it's coming for you? Oh, James, that's fair. Like I said, like, it's probably fine. It's probably good. I'll check it out. If I need to run, then I'm already safe from the shark. That's a good point. I feel like that's such a weirdly universal thing. Is like, I'll swim in like my own pool. The Yokast mansion does not have a pool. Well, sometimes it does, but right now it doesn't. But when it does, I'll swim in it and I'll be like, you know, I know everything about this pool. I know everything about it. What if there's a shark in it? I think Yokast is going to try to get a swim in this weekend if we can find the pool room. You went snorkeling for the first time? Was it scary? Anyways. Yeah, everyone always talks about the hippos. And like, I agree. They're territorial. They'll kill you. You know? I don't know. Whenever something becomes a popular idea enough where like everyone's saying it, I'm like, wish I had something to prove that wrong. I'd like to like have a fun like hippos are good actually fact. Just so I can keep disagreeing. Yeah. Hippos are terrifying. They truly are. Oh yeah, random pool. Yeah, random pool every time. Well, sometimes it's the same one. So I guess it's not random every time, but it is random. I might try to find the pool tonight. Go for a night swim. That would be nice. That would be really nice. You guys ever go for night swims? The fear of the glass shark is so much realer. Realer. Yeah, sometimes we're stuck in the kiddie pool. It's true. I don't swim those days. It just gets your hope. Yeah, night swimming, it's magical. Oh, in a private pool, it's delightful. Oh, it's just you. You gotta do it like, okay. So like, I have, you know that family that I talk about that I spend the holidays with? I've talked about them every now and then. The one that I just hang out with a lot. That family has a pool. And they live decently outside of the city that I live in. Like, it's a little bit of a drive. But I have to head out there because I'm taking out... They have me just check on their pets every now and then. They're all out of town. And I'll head out there. And I might do this tonight. And just me and the pool and the stars that I don't get to see. Because they live out where the stars are visible. The answer, my swimwear is confirmed canon. On this week's schedule, I wear a crop top, a Speedo, a pair of Crocs, a swim cap, and snorkel goggles. That's what I wear. Toxic rendered lovingly. Oh, hello, Techless. Yeah, you almost blended in. I didn't even see you. It's on my YouTube community channel page. Subscribe, you'll get my community posts. Did I say Texas? I said Texas. Oh, that's adorable, Toxic. Anyways. What am I saying? Oh, yeah. You just get a nice, comfortable floaty that has you like half dipped into the water. And thank you again, Toxic. Half dipped into the water, a nice drink. God, what would be best? I would say a Moscow Mule, or like some kind of highball. Rum and Coke, Jack and Coke, a screwdriver, something with I think you'd want a little spice. I didn't buy much from the Steam sale. A lot of my money went towards something I hope you'll be seeing soon. I had something made for you all that I'm very excited for. Because should I tell you about it? It's done. It's just not released yet because YouTube hates me. It hates me so. I despise it as well. Speaking of YouTube hating me, now is just the exact time when I need to do something important before I forget for the day and screw myself out of another opportunity. I'm sure some of you have noticed by now that I will post shorts for them to be deleted and then you'll see them again later. It's because the algorithm is difficult, to say the least. It's quite difficult. Give me just a sec here. You're gonna hear some audio. Don't worry about it. It's just me. So it's been a delightful week. I think this is the first week. Yep, that's the one I wanted. I'm not doing work. I'm not double tasking right now. I'm not double tasking. There we go. I needed to post another short today because I took some time off, and ever since then, YouTube has decided to use that against me to hurt me. Every day, every single day, every single goddamn day. And I haven't been able, like the last one, I don't think anyone saw. It had like 17 views after 2 days. It was painful. It was super painful. There we go. And I and I'm trying to figure out I think I just need to like tough it through. But it's difficult, guys. It's difficult because, you know, like they're not free, the shorts, and to see one like absolutely get suppressed, even though I think it's pretty funny, and the person who worked on it worked very hard and their work deserves more views. It's just depressing to try to like figure that out. Public. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm back. But yes, I have a surprise for everyone soon. I want to release it once the algorithm is nice to me again. That's my plan. And these should be more frequent, this new thing I'm doing. Expensive, but worth it. But yeah, so I didn't have a lot of money to buy anything from the Steam sale. Is I guess the end of that sort of little speech, because I went broke so fast. Yeah, not so much. It's a very classic normal thing that VTubers do. So you'll be seeing it soon, I hope. Anyways. Okay, so I've had like donut floaties before. Like the tubes. And have you guys ever We're gonna get through all of this soon. Don't worry. Have you guys ever like taken a donut tube and like you just jump up and down in the pool? If you do that, you can make your whatever pool you're in a wave pool. It becomes a wave pool. It's great. You lose so much water. It's like a homemade wave pool. We've talked about a lot, Zomatic. Okay, this is random, but do you sing? I'm trying to, is the keyword. Trying being the key word. I have a really weird register where there's this little dead zone I don't know how to get over. And it's kind of where most songs are sung, are in that range. And I'm not good enough to lower their octave or anything. And yeah, I need to train my vocal cords a little bit more before I can do that. I think. Because I want to do songs. Like, I want to do karaoke. I'd love to do song covers. I wish I was doing a karaoke stream. I wish. I'm just not any good right now. But yeah, I'm just not very good right now. No, that's fair, Void. I know the three girls do a lot. Sianna does like great songs that are like 90s or like 2000s like pop punk style vibes, and she's very good at those. Amity is a very good singer, just sort of in general, really has a lot of power behind her voice. And Itsi as well can, like, with the right song, can really belt. I'm learning. I think people want me to sing because they think, they're like, oh, Cassius, your voice sounds so smooth. It would sound great in a song. But, that's a very different thing. Talking nice and singing nice are two very different things. I would love to be able to sing for you all. Like, I don't know, maybe some Sinatra I think I might be able to do. I might be able to do Sinatra. I've been practicing. I really want to do a on-stream cover of Hurt. The Johnny Cash version. Well, Tyler, that's actually so interesting you say that, because I think that's exactly what you'll get. Yokast is doing an unarchived group karaoke soon. like very soon. Like very soon. And there's more stuff coming. Yes. So, because I don't know if everyone here is aware, I'll take the chance, I'll take the opportunity. Sianna is doing a fundraiser for her very sick ferret. I'm sure everyone already knows. I'm just gonna post the link in chat, in case you didn't. Nat King Cole, The Fallen Leaves. I'll look into that. Yes, and one of the rewards was the full Yokast karaoke, which does include me and Romeo, quite interestingly. I think we're definitely going to sing like Myth or Treat and a whole bunch of Niji songs. Just a lot of Niji. Because those are the songs we know. We jam to those all the time. I think we just hit the Ladies of Yokast ASMR goal. We are so close to getting Sianna to do Goose Game again. So if you can get us to her playing Goose Game again, I'll be so happy. It'll be the funniest thing we ever see. And yes. And then we're just and then next would be the Yokast Spicy Challenge. So I hope we hit all those eventually. I know I had something planned for that, but once again, my money has been tied up in other projects lately. So hopefully I can, on my next paycheck, favorite musical genre. Oh, that's easy. Hip hop. The hip hop, the hippity hop. I hip hop till the hip can't stop. Like that. I like hip hop. It's definitely my favorite genre, without a doubt. Without a doubt. A lot of people would think jazz. A lot of people assume jazz. I like jazz. I respect jazz. You know? But it's not what I listen to in my spare time. I really like hip hop. It's rap music is my jam. Tyler the Creator. Here, let me look at some of my favorite albums. You guys want to hear my favorite albums? Let's do this. You know, like Tyler the Creator, his newest work, Igor is one of the greatest albums ever made. Flower Boy's beautiful. Brockhampton, big fan of the original Saturation trilogy. Big Crit, big fan of Big Crit. Big fan of Big Crit. Obviously a huge fan of K Dot, because how can you not be? I like some of Kid Cudi. I'll listen to every single Run the Jewels album. I like a little R&B too, you know, a little Daniel Caesar, a little Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean's kind of always classified as both due to his sort of origin with Tyler in them. But he's much more R&B. And I don't think he'll ever release another album, so, you know, Blonde was a good place to stop. I guess. I even like some, like, Young Thug. I'm not going to lie. Denzel Curry. Nas. God, what else have I been listening to? Pusha T is always good. I never find like myself going out of my way to listen to Pusha T, but when I do, it's like it's always a good time. I have a weird soft spot in my heart for like Open Mike Eagle, who's made just a handful of albums that I really like, and I just really like his vibes, especially a special episode EP, which like I love for late night drives. If Chance the Rapper had released anything good since Acid Rap, I'd say Chance, but man just keeps dropping the ball. I know Sampha just released something new, but I haven't listened to it yet. Is there anything else? I like D'Angelo, to go back to R&B. Oh, and of course, Techless is in the crowd right now. If you're still here, Techless. I like Death Grips. Yeah. So I'm bigger and I'm much more into rap than I am into most other Death Grips beloved. Right? Like I was like, Techless will know what I'm doing. Techless will know like a lot of these, actually, probably. Forever is a Mighty Long Time is one of my favorite albums. Like, easily one of my favorite albums. It goes. Yeah, ex-military. So good. So good. They don't miss. Money Store and ex-military are still probably the best ones, in my opinion. The Moon. Jenny Death. They've had a lot of good ones. That's what I'll say. Oh, and of course, Outkast. I was just listening to that like today. Love Outkast. Obviously. Andre 3000, you know, the GOAT. The actual greatest rapper of all time. And I think Lil Wayne is an acceptable answer to the question of the greatest rapper of all time. But I think Andre is the better answer. But if we're going on like pure technical ability and not on the album, I'd say probably Black Thought. Oh, well, enjoy your own karaoke. Sorry, I've totally gone on to rap, and I know not a lot of you guys have listened to this. But for those that have, I hope you are enjoying it. I have a few albums that I've been wanting to listen to. Like the new Colin Stetson. I've been listening to not so much rap lately, I'll be honest. Oh, okay. Well, like, yeah, MF Doom, rest in peace. Yeah. No, I get that why. I totally understand why he would be at the top. I totally would get that. It's like a very valid argument. I just really like Andre. Something about the flow. I think one day K-Dot could be considered the GOAT. Like, you think he would have hit it by now with all these amazing albums after amazing album and like ridiculously layered wordplay and just Denzel Curry, really? That's like very valid. I have not listened to any Corpse Husband yet. One thing I've been listening to a lot lately, though, I'll be honest, that I didn't think I'd enjoy as much as I do, is Trench by 21 Pilots. And I really like it. It doesn't count as rap. Anyone who says 21 Pilots counts as rap is wrong. It's rock rap. It's good, though. And I don't usually like that genre melding. And I don't usually like the 21 Pilots. Especially the fact that there's only 2 of them. Yeah. No, Denzel Curry does have a consistently great, like, release schedules. You know, he's... keeps hitting those 8s from Fantano, though. Man cannot escape the 8s. I've also been... I'm a big pop fan. And by that I mean like pop. Like pop, like actual pop music. Not like popular music, like pop music. Oh, I love Daft Punk, obviously. How could you not? What was I listening to lately? A lot of punk, a lot of pop. Like, I'm a big no, not K-pop. I'm a big fan of like Charlie XCX. Not her newest work. I felt personally slighted by her newest work. Because it's like she's in her sellout arc and like, get that bag, do what you need to do. You abandoned me. You've abandoned me. Crash was so disappointing in comparison to how I'm feeling now. It was so disappointing. Hot in it, out, you know, fun radio signals. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's exactly it, Techless. It's like, how I'm feeling now was an emotional journey for me. And like, emotionally, how I'm feeling now is brilliant. And Charlie is one of the greatest pop albums of all time. It is one of the greatest pop albums of all time. I hear Caroline Polachek has a great album out that I want to listen to. It's on my listen list. Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. And I'll be checking that out soon. I'm also, and as you know, I am a fan of Death Grip. So it's very obvious that I'm also a fan of Caro Caro Bonito, because those are the same band. And I love Caro Caro Bonito. I love Caro. Everyone here would love Caro Caro Bonito. Every single person in this room would love Caro Caro Bonito. You all love Caro Caro Bonito. You just don't know it yet. And if you do know it, good job. It's a great band. I love Caro Caro Bonito. Charlie is I think better but less emotional. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. Yeah. Flamingo. How many shrimps do you have to eat? Pink. Waking up is the hardest part. All right. There's so much stuff to do. Right now, I just wanna move. I love Bonito Generation is my favorite. Caro Caro Bonito, like without a doubt. Without a doubt. Time and Place is definitely better, but Bonito Generation just like hit when I needed it. They did do the song for Bug Snacks. They did do Bug Snacks. And it was a banger. It was an undeniable banger. It's so good. Bonito Generation. Oh, every song on it is perfect. I have no criticisms. I have no criticisms ever of Caro Caro Bonito. It's you need to it's funny because I feel like Caro Caro Bonito can be like as someone who like you either need zero love for music or a deep love for it, where like you can listen and hear all the work that went into creating this deceptively simple piece. Or you just jam out and go, yeah, waking up is the hardest part. You know what I mean? Like I think it's somehow both. And I think it's really good at being both. Obviously you guys, as you all know, I'm a huge Carly Rae Jepsen fan. Because I don't know how you wouldn't be. Oh, I also like, I don't love him yet, but I think he's definitely one of the artists with the most modern potential. Would be Lil Nas X. Love Lil Nas X. Oh. B-side records. Okay. This is one I recommend to a lot of people because I think everyone here would really like it. And I think it's very like, I don't want to be like under the radar, but I think it's under the radar. I'll level. I think it's, well, yeah, because I guess some of the songs have over 1 million plays. So it's doing better than the last time I looked. So I guess people are finally starting to pay attention to it. But Haru to Shura by Haru Nemurou is one of my favorite albums of all time. I spent over $100 getting that on vinyl. It was very expensive to have that imported, but it was worth it. It was worth it because I love that record. That's one of my favorite records of all time. Haru to Shura by Haru Nemurou. And Techless, if you haven't listened to this recommendation, I'm not gonna lie, is just for you. She's like a punk, pop, J-pop fusion, rock and roll hybrid. Like, it's hard to put her in like a specific genre. But Haru to Shura. Oh, I didn't like that one as much. But Haru to Shura is like one of, if you're into like raw emotion, it's one of the most emotional albums I've ever listened to. I can't listen to it without crying. Yeah, it's from 2018. It's spelt wrong on Spotify. That's how bad things are. If only you knew how bad things really were. It's spelt wrong on Spotify. But if you look up Haru Nemurou, you'll find her. And Haru to Shura. It's all like one word. There's a Y in there accidentally. They just messed up. But it's great. I'm also like, this one's probably gonna wild some people out. Rebecca Black's been making great music lately, and I'd recommend if you're into pop or like hyper pop, she's doing a great job. In terms, I saw James asked about video game music. I do like some video game music. And like soundtrack stuff. Like I've been listening to, like I said, I'm a big Colin Stetson fan. I don't think he's done video games, but he has done movies. Machine Girl. Oh damn, that sounds sick. Because I like the artists they got for Revengeance, and I need some of that. I need some more of that. Weirdly enough, lately I've been listening to the Django Unchained soundtrack, and damn, that soundtrack bangs. But yeah. Oh, and of course, I love A Tribe Called Quest. Sorry. Yeah, standing here, I've realized you are just like me. Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. I love that so much. Just an unfair amount. Do I listen I don't listen to that much video game music. That's part of my things. I don't find myself gravitating towards it. Good question. Oh, who was that I was listening to lately? Oh, you know who I do listen to? Who does a lot of video game music? I listen to Kevin Penkin. He did Made in Abyss, and he also did the music for Florence. Yes. Kevin Penkin is one of my favorite modern composers, up there with Colin Stetson. Absolutely brilliant man. With such range in what he's able to do. But yeah, those are probably my two favorite, like, composers, modern. On the Australian OST? What? What? What, they work together? What? What Australian OST? And Mick Gordon, the Australian OST. Oh, they are Australian. Oh, I thought they worked together, and I'm like, that project would bang so hard. Beach? Oh, I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've listened to it, sadly. Yeah, I like both of those guys, like, quite a bit. And I find myself just... Yeah, let's try to manifest that. Because imagine Mick Gordon's ripping guitars with just Kevin Penkin's ability to swell. Oh, it'd be amazing. It'd be so good. Oh, it would bang. Oh, that'd go way too hard. That'd go so hard it should be illegal. I brought snacks down with me this time. It's like a snacky day. I brought beef jerky. It's like the good stuff. I got it from like a butcher. And they make it in-house. It's really good. Sorry, I'm just gonna snack on this jerky. All that drinking got me hungry. But yeah, that'd be an amazing project. It's like when Charlie XCX and Carly Rae Jepsen worked together on one song and never again. And not at all like when Rina Sawayama, another one of my favorite artists, and Charlie XCX worked on an absolutely mid song that disappointed me all the way through. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it, Talks. Without a doubt, one of my favorite albums, and I think one of the most underrated albums of all time. It's actually about her losing her boyfriend to that giant Japanese earthquake, I think from like 2000, is it 2008 or 2013? Somewhere in that range. And about her like coping with that grief. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Good snacks. I'll have to check it out. When I'm listening to OST music, I'm looking for something very specific. And it's hard to describe what it is. You know, it's weird for me. I have a weird relationship with video game OSTs. It's definitely not my go-to listening experience. Anyways, what have I been wanting to talk about this whole stream? We're back. This is how I keep you watching. I just keep switching topics until we're nearing the end of the stream. I tempt you at the beginning, and then I switch whenever I can. Just because you're constantly like, well, what does he have to say about From? And what I have to say, chat, it's pretty good. That's it. Wouldn't that be a great way to end it? No, it is pretty good. That's not a inaccurate way to describe it, because it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's, if you've ever wanted, like, if anyone here has ever been a fan of Stephen King's work and wanted like a Stephen King adaptation of a Stephen King book that only exists in your mind, From will scratch that itch for sure. From scratches that itch. Are you drinking with me, Zomatic? That's fantastic. Because it is those exact, like, Stephen King-esque vibes. He's tweeted about the show a few times, and I see why. Because it's like, it's so heavily inspired by his work. It's crazy. It has all of the beats he likes to hit. And I love distinctly American horror. Like I said, I've talked about this a lot. And this is the first show I've ever seen that manages to capture that. One of the memes that I remember seeing, and I feel like it's just a good description of, like, American horror. Wait, is it like American cryptid versus British cryptid? I think so. Oh damn. No. From. Where's this meme? Wait. I can find it. I bet I can find it. If I just use the right keywords. Oh, I did find it. I told you. None of you believed me. Wait. I'm getting it on the screen, chat. I'm getting it on the screen. There we go. This one? This meme? This meme right here. Wait, is there any yikesness in this? No, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay. And I'm actually... I should have left that on the screen. Because I'm going to go into that meme. Okay. Sorry, I said to myself I'm going to stop eating this jerky. But I keep eating it. I'm not paying attention for a moment. And then my hand is coming to my mouth. And then there's jerky in it. And what am I going to do? Spit it out? But anyways, that meme I also feel like speaks to a fundamentally different relationship. And I think this applies to Canada too. That the Northwest, not the Northwest, the West, that North America has with its woods compared to a lot of other places in the world. Because a lot of other places in the world have been explored and developed, and every inch of it seen at some point in history. There's a lot of space in North America that has never been seen by human eyes. Like, think about that. Think about how weird that is. That so many people live here. And there are still, I did it again. I'm just going to finish it. And there's still so much of it that has never been seen. There are trees that no one has ever set eyes upon. Do they exist? Will someone know when they fall? But it's true. And it's such an interesting part. The forests are these vast, unconquerable spaces where people just go missing. Like, we're kind of aware of that. If you live in North America, you're kind of just aware that if you walk out in the woods for long enough, you probably won't come back. If you walk out in the woods long enough, you probably won't be able to find your way back. It's just true. And you're kind of aware of it. It's something that always sits in the back of your mind when you stare out them at car trips. Wrong dear, my beloved. It's something that always like I remember, or when you're camping, you're just like, yeah, this is a part of the woods that we have. It's almost like you're making a deal with them. There's this relationship that North America, has with the woods that's just different. It's different than a lot of the more developed or long explored parts of the world. And I find it fuels so much of it fuels a sense of Western horror that I don't see explored. And weirdly enough, that meme describes it best. Across the pond in Europe, their relationship with the woods is just different. It's not quite as antagonistic, as it were. I just think that relationship, and it's a show like From that explores that relationship so thoroughly, with the woods being less of a space and more of a fence which surrounds this small town, trapping everyone inside. And I don't see a lot of shows willing to do that. With sort of that want to look at that aspect of American folkloric horror. Have you heard of Spring-Heeled Jack? No, it sounds familiar. What the hell is this? It's British? He just runs around on his springy heels. What a hilarious man. What? Wait, what is this? he just leapt very far. God damn. Get a Jersey Devil. Yeah, and I think like people's obsession with cryptids like heavily ties in with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really do. And you don't see a lot of horror that looks at that. That's sort of, because we have this relationship with the unknown here, where we sort of just accept that we are surrounded by the unknown at all times. That just outside the boundaries of your city is vast, unexplored land that if you try to look into, you'll probably die. Unless you have a lot of equipment and experience. So you just accept it. You accept that there is this vast unknown just outside of your reach. And I think a show from specifically does a lot to make that work. And it's definitely my favorite part of the show. Yeah, it is a lot like the ocean. See, I want I guess the forest exists. I want Subnautica, but I want Subnautica in like the Pacific Northwest, in a forest with monsters. I think that'd be cool. Like the forest, like the game The Forest, but not on some stupid island. It's always islands. Why can't we just make our own forest scary? But yeah. And it's just really From manages to capture that feeling in a way I've rarely seen anyone else able to. Like Stephen King does it to some degree, not so obsessed with the forests. He's more downtowny. He likes sewers, cornfields, other important Americana. But I think like our fundamental... Yeah, you never saw that. I think our fundamental relationship with the land that we're on is one that conjures fear. And I think that's why part of why horror is so popular in America. And I think it's also like it's why it's a damn shame that we've never really capitalized on the essence, the core of what I think that fear comes from. Of course, this is all just theories, but so, grain of salt, please, chat. Trust me only as far as you can throw me, and that's not very far. I'm a big boy. I'm 6'3", baby. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so From really captures that horror vibe. Its characters are also delightful. Like, there's this one guy who's like a tech CEO, and I didn't think I'd love him, but I do. He's the best character in the show, and I would die for him. I would die for him. I love him. And the sheriff is fantastic, brilliantly played. Some characters are horribly acted. I think the entire thing, is filmed somewhere in the Maritimes in Canada. So it has a distinctly foggy kind of energy to it, and there's this moistness that hangs over the entire show, which is just brilliant. I want to like the game, the hunting Bigfoot game, because it's such cool vibes and I love the woods, but it's just such a badly made game. Last I checked, I know it was an alpha back then, but it was rough. But I actually would want to play that with Yokast still, because it looks hilarious to play with friends. I think it's hard for Bigfoot to be scary now. I've never seen anything do it right. You know what one did do the forest pretty right is the I think there's this movie called The Ritual. There's a great monster in it. I'd 100% recommend The Ritual. It's a great horror movie. It's not that great, but the monster's really good. And it does a lot to make the woods scary, which is good. It's really good. I mean, I am friends with Bigfoot. You know, he ate all my goddamn hot dogs. I thought Friday the 13th was getting shut down. Is it not shut down yet? I thought it was shut down already. I mean, I guess we have the rare ability to do a LAN party. If we just all bought the game, we could do a LAN party. It's not a skull mask. I don't want to spoil it. It's The Ritual 2017. What I will say is it walks on 4 legs. Kind of. It's really good monster. It's one of the best movie monsters I think of all time. I think like literally all-time goated movie monster. Yeah. It's literally worth watching for the monster alone. Like, it's rare that I would say that. But yeah, it's worth watching for the monster alone. It's really good. But anyways, from like, it has some lovable characters. It was originally meant to be a YouTube Red series, and sometimes you can tell, like, some of the actors they picked out are not great, are just not good actors, and they're trying, and like points, but they really have a long way to go. Good for them. What the hell was that? Good for them, but yeah, a little rough. The writing can also be a little obnoxious sometimes. Characters are like, because it's like a mystery, right? They're trying to unravel the mystery of this town. Everyone wants the mystery to be figured out. I'd prefer if they never do. I'm like, God, why would you ever show the monster? I never want to understand what's going on. Keep me in the fucking dark and make me afraid forever. Never explain. That's lame. The gallows. I don't know, I think Blair Witch was quite good with that sort of hand camera. They sort of set the style. Want to give them full points for that. And it's been a while since I've seen it, but Wreck was great as well. Yeah, Wreck, I do believe. That was also quite good. That was a hand cam, I think, or at least a style zombie movie. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes. So it does have some rough writing. Like, a lot of the characters are all trying to solve a mystery, and they're trying to solve the mystery of this town, and they're all working on different parts of the mystery. Like, one person is like, I keep seeing this symbol. I need to figure out where this symbol comes from. Another person is like, oh, I need to go into the woods and figure out what's going on out there. And another person's like, I heard a radio broadcast and da-da-da-da-da. And they never talk to each other. They never, like, gather together and put their information together. Even though they all know they're working on different things, they never just, like, put it all together. They never just have a meeting. They never sit down and say, here's what I know. And it's infuriating. The show would be one season if they did that. Maybe two. It's frustrating. And season 2 did this thing where it's like, there's the main mystery in town, and then at the end of season 1 they introduced a second mystery, and then season 2 was all about the second mystery rather than the main one that I cared about since the beginning. So that was frustrating. But once again, the atmosphere is brilliant. The characters are mostly really fun to watch. And I want to full-heartedly recommend it on those bases, especially because it does do something I've never really seen done in horror before, which is like those ties to Americana. Oh, dramatic irony, Tyler. Yes. I do believe so. Yes. But yeah. So it does lead to some frustration. But I still want to give it points because, like I said, it's doing something that I don't think anyone else is really doing. And at the end of the day, we are drowning. We are drowning in television. In good television. Do you want to watch a good show? Go watch Barry, White Lotus, Succession. Well, there's like 8 there's like 80 brilliant pieces of television that are well polished, well written, and all kind of the same. There's only a handful of messy, original ideas out there. And that's why I want to give points to From. And that's why I like From so much. Because although it's not a perfect show, it at the very least feels distinct from the general vibes of television nowadays. And yes, everything is going to suck in a few months. Everyone out there, everyone excited for the Deadpool movie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is going to be rough for you. Isn't it? It happened once before, and now it's happening again. A movie with Deadpool and Wolverine written during the writer's strike. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. It is unfortunate that studios suck. It's say this is a redemption arc. I'm sorry. You know, it was written during the writer's strike, James. And it doesn't have anyone on staff to do rewrites. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt so much when that movie comes out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Speaking of anime, I'm very excited to do the next seasonal review. It's coming up. The new season started. I gotta get on the watch parties. I gotta get on it. We're going to of course do another one. Feature film budget first draft. Oh, that's funny. But yes, it is almost time for another seasonal anime review. It's coming, guys. The next one's coming. Don't get too excited. I don't know how I'm going to top the last one. That's kind of... I don't know if it's possible. But I'll try. I'll try my best. I'll try my absolute best. But yes, I'm kind of excited for that new zombie show. It looks fun. The new zombie one. I've been seeing a lot of like anime slides of it, like Instagram segments. Yeah, the last one was Itzi's return. And you know, something about working with Itzi on that stream, I think it led to one of our best projects we've ever worked together. Yeah, it seems very refreshing. I'm once again, of course, I'm not gonna watch fucking Bleach. Ever. Horima is a sequel or like a spin-off or something. Eminence and Sado is a season 2. You know my season 2 rules. And I'll watch Rental Girlfriend when I die. When I'm rotting in the ground, I'll watch Rent a Girlfriend. And only then and the only reason I'll watch it is so that something will stink worse than I do. I'm gonna watch the show about the isekai vending machine, yeah. That's season 1. There's no escaping from it. I'm sure it will be great. I actually have been kind of excited for it. There's a few I'm excited for. Not excited for my unique skill makes me OP at level 1. Feel like I've seen that before. Feel like I've seen that before. Feel like I've seen that before. What else am I excited for this season? Oh, Amity has been talking to me about Dungeon Meshies and saying it's quite good. And it's done by Studio Trigger, and it looks a little out of their wheelhouse, so I'm very excited for that. Other than that, I don't think there's too much. But I wasn't excited for a lot of anime last season. You know, while we have some time, I'll talk a little bit about what some of my favorites were from last season and what I felt disappointed me. Yo, you keep writing Yokast. It always screws me up for a second. It's true, James. It is true. It is true. Kicked me out and now I'm cool. Yeah, we've all seen Shield Hero. I hate Shield Hero. Anyways, let's talk about a little bit of like, because I did stick with some of these shows. I tried watching more Oshinoko and it just kind of left me disappointed. Oh, that's so fair, Tyler. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. Have you guys seen that one 4chan green text where it's like I'm playing soccer, kick a ball, hits the goalie directly in the face, go to say, "Are you okay?" and "I'm so fucking sorry" at the same time, accidentally scream at the goalie, "Are you fucking sorry?" I think about it like a lot. It's very funny to me. Anyways. Oh, okay. Oshinoko ended up disappointing me quite a bit. And I even like tried picking up the manga back again. And the recent chapter was interesting, to say the least. I don't know. Everyone likes that author. Everyone loves the writer of the original manga, because he wrote that one about the two high school students. It's a battle manga, but a romance at the same time. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, it's totally blanking on it. But I didn't love that one either. I think it's fine. I always think his work's fine. But it's not something that, like, you know, like, shakes my boots, as it were. I didn't love Oshinoko. I liked the first episode. I think it's the best first episode ever, but it just never hit the same way that first episode did for me. I struggled with it. So that one did end up being slightly more disappointing. I'd probably bump it down to should watch. But one that really impressed me was, and I didn't even review because it wasn't on anything until I found out where it was Heavenly Delusion. And Heavenly Delusion, or Tengoku Daimakyo, is really good. That's one of the best animes I've seen in a very long time. That's one of the best animes I've seen in a very long time. Heavenly Delusion is brilliant. It is a complicated, beautiful post-apocalyptic story surrounding two absolutely fascinating characters. The rules of the world, the use of like anime powers, it's all handled so well. The characters never feel overpowered. They always feel like they're struggling from fight to fight. And it doesn't fight every episode. It's really good. It's really good. I would recommend Heavenly Delusion about... Yeah, Disney Plus has had for the... What was the other one? I remember because there was another one they had that was like super underrated that was also great, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, Heavenly Delusion, really solid. Really solid. Apparently The Dangers in My Heart, which I didn't watch, it was on... Was it High Dive? Yeah, it was a High Dive. Also was like quite the special show this year. Oh yeah, Summertime Rendering. I've heard a lot about it. I did want to watch that. I also need to watch like Chorus Recoil. I haven't watched Ranking of Kings season 2 yet. I finally finished season 1. It was brilliant. Oh, And probably the biggest surprise, and honestly, like, the most fun I've had with anime in actual years, was Kamikatsu. Like, I've talked a bit about this one, but it's so good, guys. It's so good. It's so funny. And they went through absolute hell making that show. And it worked out. It's great. There's a scene where they're playing instruments because they're doing a band thing. And for like a second, they'd forgotten to draw the instruments into their arms. For like not a second, for like 3 seconds. They are playing invisible instruments because the animators forgot to put them in the arms. It's so good. Oh yeah, handshakers is one of the worst things of all time. But yeah, Kamikatsu, it's so funny. And you know what the thing is? I don't know if they did that on purpose. To this day, I don't know if they just did it on purpose. If they're just like, this is pretty funny, what if we just don't put the instruments here? I have no idea. That's how, like, hilarious and funny this show is. I stand by that it's a discount Konosuba, because after I finished Kamikatsu, I rewatched some Konosuba, and that's still the better show. It is. It's really good still. But I still love Kamikatsu, and it's a show that I want to see supported because, like, the world is actually genuinely great. All the characters, the villains, are absolute delights. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's one of the shows to make me laugh hardest at anime in a long time. Like a long time. I don't know if I'll ever not laugh at the scene when he's on the tractor. Yeah, that's so valid. That's so valid, Techless. Loki did things to me. Mentally, emotionally. Not fair things. Something about the voice. Other things, My Home Hero ended up being very disappointing, as did The Legendary Hero is Dead. Honestly, as did Magical Destroyers, I was very disappointed by in the end, which is too bad because the first episode has a lot of hope. Other than that, nothing really ended up impressing me over the season. Mashal was everything else pretty much was exactly where I thought it deserved to be. Still didn't like Hell's Paradise. Still didn't like Mashal. Never did. Oh, Romeo's online. I guess it has been that kind of time. I guess it is that kind of time. Wow, time just flew by. Well. I gotta leave. I gotta be somewhere else. You know, that's valid. I think we're wrapping up. Here, let me just, before you all leave. Did you all enjoy the Romeo fan art? Wasn't that adorable? Romeo's always had, like, as I've always said, most underrated member of Yokast. That boy is something special. I'll tell you what. Yeah, let me get that link for you all in chat, and you can go. I'll go say hi to him. There we go. He's very adorable, very cute, and very funny. I hope to get our setup fixed because I know the echo was pretty bad, so it was hard to listen to. Because like the back. Oh yeah, did you miss Amity's like spicy Romeo fan art? But yes. I'm still working it out. I think the issue was the compressor on Romeo's mic was too high, thus it was bringing me up, even though I should barely be heard in the background. So we're gonna do some experimentation, I think. Yeah, so it's a lot of experiment. Mics are a nightmare, and it require a lot of internal experimentation, but I want to figure it out because I want you guys to be able to, you know, I really love the energy of like the what do you call it? I'll get there. I'll figure out what I'm trying to say. I love the energy of that like couch co-op energy. You know what I mean? And like, I really do want to do like a proper throwback stream every now and then, where it's just like me and a Yokast member, and we just play games in my office together. And we can like talk back and forth and look at each other. I think it makes the vibes just immaculate. And once we figure out the audio, like if I had another like mic like I have, this wouldn't be an issue at all. This thing only picks up audio like directly in front of it. But sadly I don't. So we'll have to figure something else out. So hopefully we do. Or I could just, you know, get a goddamn blue Yeti on a stick, and it'll pick up the whole goddamn room and sound way worse. Anyways, time to post that link. Send you over to my lovely pal Romeo. In the meantime, I will be working on fixing that. And if you didn't get quite enough Cassius Griffin today, I will be playing Outer Wilds tomorrow. Never played this game before. Let's see how it fucking goes, baby. Okay. Then I guess, without further ado, it was so nice to see you all. And I hope you have a magnificent morning. An entrancing... No, wait, nope. An amazing afternoon. An entrancing evening. And of course, as always, a good night.